Joe, what does it say, if anything, that after coming back from 275 points down on the Dow to close positive, virtually no follow-through, even though we've managed to get back in the green as we come on the air?
I think the absence of follow-through has a lot to do with what's going on right now in the spot price of oil, which is concerning. There is clearly no bounce in the spot price of oil. It looks like it wants to go sub $40. I still think the market is in a place where it's battling headwinds and tailwinds, and I think if you're focusing on the S&P, it's a fool's game. Let's go back yesterday. You talk about the monumental reversal. Much of the reversal came from Apple. Why did everyone step in and buy Apple yesterday at some point during the course of the day? Was it fundamentals that dramatically arose out of nowhere at 11 o'clock in the morning? No. I think it goes back to what we talked about, and that being buybacks and the opportunity this month for buybacks to be in place. You would have to think that Apple, looking at the value of their stock, approaching 111, 112, steps in and goes in and buys back some shares. I think on big sell-offs, you have to keep your eye out for things like that.
Guys, what do we think? Doc?
I thought yesterday, Judge, Josh talked about it right as we turned. It was approximately 12:25, Josh, something like that, at the bottom of the hour.
I think it was 12:26.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When that happened, we did see a pretty dramatic turn. To Joe's point, was it buybacks and things like that? Certainly that had to be part of it.
Is it discouraging that you've gotten virtually no follow-through from that today?
No, because I think the real positive that I got from it, Judge, was that, again, Dom Chu was the first one to highlight this for me, but Monday, that big rally came on average turnover that was maybe only 65% of a full session average as far as the spider, as far as futures. Nobody was buying into that rally Monday. The big sell-off on Tuesday had a bunch of buyers into that as far as people that believed that it was going to keep going. Yesterday, when we flipped, we did so, Judge, on about 150% of normal volume. So in other words, not only did they catch shorts, but there was commitment of capital by longs and or by companies, to Joe's point. So I thought that was the story yesterday, was that so much money came back into the market as we were hitting those lows yesterday.
Right. So, Josh, today maybe it's oil, the drag. Maybe it's the dollar. But which is going to have the biggest impact, or what do you think will have the biggest impact as we move forward over the next many days and weeks?
I'm going to keep it real with you, Scott. There are no buyers. It's only corporate activity. The only thing happening in this market this summer, heading into September, is corporate buybacks on down days. There is absolutely no bullishness whatsoever. You look at that AAII poll, the latest one, it's just desolate. It's 28% bulls, and that's consistent with a lot of the other sentiment readings. People do not want to get long this market right now ahead of whatever the Fed does or does not do. Half of Wall Street's on vacation anyway, and so when you see the market down 240 and you see a midday turnaround, that's not like an investor with a trumpet on the hill blowing the rallying cry. That's Apple coming into the market with a portion of their $200 billion and sparking the rest of the corporate buyback machinery back into action after 2 days of selling. And if you want to make more of it than that, you have my permission, but it's foolish.